everybody. Welcome to another in a series of my FB live chats this week. I'm Frank Horvat, composer and pianist of a lot of new albums and stuff, and joining me today is Edwin Huizinga, violinist extraordinaire. Edwin is a violinist, both of the modern and Baroque variety. He is artistic director of Big Sur Music Festival in California. He's a member of the band Wooden Sky. He regularly plays with countless chamber groups and orchestras. Personally, I don't know a musician who's more on the road than Edwin. He is constantly gigging, so the fact that we can sit here in Toronto on a beautiful September sunny day outside at the Harris filtration plant, it's karma and the stars were aligned, right? So thank you for doing this.
No problem.
Awesome. Edwin, the reason why we're talking to Edwin today is because Edwin is the violinist on track number 2 of the new album, Meet a Wee. You can't really see it well with the glaring of the sun there. Meet a Wee, which came out on Monday, this past Monday, a couple of days ago.
I took a listen to it after a little bit of a hiatus just a couple of days ago, and the recording is amazing. We did it at Canterbury Studios, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's beautiful. It was such a great pleasure to play some music again with Greg Miller.
Yeah.
We hadn't played together since, I don't know, Scotia Fest and the early aughts, I think.
Wow.
So that was amazing, and Erica was playing cello.
Yeah, Erica Nielsen was the cellist.
It was a great piece to work on with you and with them.
It was an awesome session, but the thing that was a little bit, I'll be really honest, that I was a little bit concerned about going into the session, even though I know all three of you, but the thing I was a little bit concerned about is that going into that session, none of you had ever played that piece, or you never met Erica before that session,
right.
And you never played that piece together, and that was the first time you were trying it in the studio together.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh, I mean, I have to say, I do that quite a lot with just with recording, because you can't really, often there's no time or money to have a lot of rehearsals for those things, and once we took a look at your piece too, I mean, it's all about the emotional aspect of it and the story, and technically it's not super hard,
right.
And it's one of those things that when you're in the studio with musicians that are really great, I mean, you can in a 3-hour session you can do a lot, and I think we put something pretty amazing together.
One of the things I always seek out with collaborators is to somebody who sort of looks at the musical universe from a larger lens, who actually does a lot. And that's the cool thing about you, is you are part of both what we would probably call the classical world and the pop world. And I was just curious to know, and I've done a lot of that too, going on both sides of that fence in my career. How much do you think that the classical and pop worlds can intermingle more? Or do you think that's even a good thing?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I always say that there's very little difference between the two worlds in a way.
Agree.
Yeah, I love both worlds. And I mean, as a studio musician, I've done a bunch of studio work in California and a little bit in Toronto. And those gigs and sort of sessions are really fun to just get a window into that world. We spoke about the video that you put out, that you made.
Yeah, Lisa they edited a video for that.
And that was a really beautiful thing too, to just see the juxtaposition of what I had imagined, the sort of emotional qualities were, and then what you had decided to put in sort of a video format to go along with the piece. That was really neat.
encapsulating what it is. Lisa, puts all the videos together for all my compositions, but that one seems something extra special in capturing the essence of that character. I mean, the whole concept to me, it's a concept album, and that particular piece, I Wait for You, that second piece, is all about sort of a solitary figure yearning to have somebody in their life, and that type of thing. So it's really, that's such an important thing in the video.
Because classical music is incredible.
It is.
Like, and everyone I've ever talked to, in the right situation, with a certain mood, with a certain level of performance from the artist, I mean, people, there's no question they will be engaged.
Absolutely.
And that's what I love about the record that you made too. It's like, it's very accessible emotionally for someone even that was like, oh, I've never even heard any classical music or something. And it's like, well, it doesn't really matter. You should take a listen and you'll get something out of it, I think.
And I've felt that firsthand from the feedback I've gotten from people sampling this album or sampling I Wait for You, the piece you played on, is like, I know for a fact, looking at the names of comments from people, in different walks in my life, that they're not necessarily what you would categorize as classical music aficionados, but they're going out of their way to comment to me of how that piece made them feel, how it moved them. And it's like, yeah, it's exactly what you're talking about, right? It's just about music, and the music that touches your soul or stimulates your brain in a certain way, and if it's classical or not.
And I also think that there's more sort of art and music happening than ever before, in a way, because people are just struggling to share their voice, and there's so much going on in the world that people have to express themselves. It's like the only way to deal for a lot of people, with their emotions and their feelings about, the situation, environmentally, politically, whatever it is.
Absolutely.
And so that's really exciting to be able to be a part of and to support and just find out about.